Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Ape Huncho, back at you again with another video. So before we get into this one, I just want to give you guys an update in regards to the Angell Town murder. Yesterday, we found out that an Old Bailey hearing was heard, and in this hearing, we found out that the victim, Salim Kadu, had drove his car into a rival gang member's car before being chased, and then of course he went on to be murdered. It was said that he was stabbed 35 times during the incident, and when police officers and paramedics discovered his body on Wine Road, he was bleeding from 33 of those stab injuries while also suffering from 2 incised cuts. Oliver Glasgow QC prosecuting went on to tell the court about this fact and went on to say Mr. Kadu was found to have sustained 35 stab injuries. The defendant hadn't entered pleas yet, so a plea and trial preparation date was set for the 17th of November 2020 and a trial date wasn't given as of yet. That's more than likely all the updates that we'll see for the foreseeable future, but of course as more details emerge from this incident and when I find out a trial date and of course when the trial comes around, I'll keep you guys updated on this one. Which moves us on to our most recent stories, and this covers 3 separate shootings, 2 across London and 1 in Northern Ireland. The first one took place in Greenwich, where this video footage of the incident has been doing the rounds on social media. On the 31st of August 2020 at around 12:45 AM, police were called after gunshots were heard on Christchurch Way in Greenwich. The footage depicts a group of males being chased by another group along the road when one of those running away turns and fires behind them. There's unconfirmed reports claiming that the incident had happened after the group of males attempted to steal a car. And even though this did happen a few days ago, up until now there still hasn't been any confirmed reports. The Met Police say they were called to Christchurch Way to reports of gunshots in the area and carried out inquiries. According to the police, there were no reports of any injured and no arrests have been made as of yet. So we're finally seeing the police, more specifically in this incident, the Met, come out with statements in regards to these incidents that are taking place, because we've seen time and time again the underreporting of such incidents, and normally the reason for this is because it's down to people not being injured or no murders taking place. But I must ask myself, would they have came out with a statement if no video was taken and it didn't do the rounds on social media? The reality is probably not. I don't know why such things happen. Maybe it's because they want it to look like there's less of an issue with violent crime, so maybe the reasoning is they don't want to panic people, but trust me, the numbers are a lot more higher than what's actually being reported on. But moving on to our next London shooting, and it's actually a trial that's underway at the moment in regards to a shooting that had happened outside a hospital in Newham earlier on this year. As it's an ongoing trial, I'm going to hold back my opinion on this one, but I want to give you guys all the information that has come out of court recently. On February the 19th, 2020, at around 1:27 AM, police were called to reports of gunshots outside Newham University Hospital on Glen Road. When they arrived, they found 19-year-old Adeo Marquise suffering from superficial wounds to his right arm and chin. A 16-year-old boy was arrested over the incident and charged with attempted murder, and again is currently on trial. In court, it was heard that the 16-year-old had been in a shopping centre in Stratford when he was arrested by police. Prosecutor Alistair Richardson said police arrested him at Stratford shopping centre. He said, "Mate, are you sure it's me? Are you sure it's me? The fuck? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What's the charge? Murder? That makes no sense." In regards to the shooting itself, paramedic Tristan Demanling would go on to relay his version of events for evidence, and he went on to say, "I saw and heard gunshots outside Newham Hospital. I was walking alone. I started my shift at 6:30 in the evening on the 18th of February 2020. The car in the rear went to overtake the car in front. Both cars were now side by side. I heard 2 loud bangs and saw 2 flashes from where the cars had stopped. I believe the loud bangs were gunshots. I believe this from having heard many gunshots on YouTube videos. The flashes came from the car on the opposite side of the road. The car did a turn very quickly and there was an obvious sense of urgency. He was then said to have called for backup emergency services and the victim was rushed inside." The prosecution went on to say the driver's side window of Mr. Marquez's car had been smashed. The victim had viewed a film of 9 different people, and from the film he identified the 16-year-old as the person who had shot him, and he said that he was certain that of course he was the person who had shot him. The prosecution also went on to say that at least 12 shotgun cartridges had been discharged into the car, and as a result of the shooting, the victim had suffered multiple superficial abrasion wounds to his right arm, chin, and foreign bodies lodged within his right arm. He was treated at Newham General Hospital where an x-ray showed 6 small foreign bodies lodged within the wound on his right arm. Again, this is an ongoing trial, so for the time being, I'll hold back my opinion on this situation until the trial is wrapped up, but I'll be sure to keep you guys updated as more information comes out about this one. And moving on to our final story, and this time we'll be heading over to Northern Ireland in a place called Bushmills in County Antrim. At 10:40 p.m. last night, that being the 1st of September 2020, reports are coming out to say that a paramilitary style attack had happened in the Ballyclough area after officers received calls that a man had been assaulted at his home by a number of men wearing balaclavas and armed with crowbars before being shot a number of times in both legs. Detective Inspector Peter McKenna said, "We received a report at around 10:40 p.m. on Tuesday night that a man had been assaulted at his home by a number of males wearing balaclavas and armed with crowbars, and then he had been taken out into his garden and shot a number of times in both legs. The man was taken to hospital following the incident and is currently receiving treatment for his injuries. No one deserves to have this happen to them, and there is absolutely no justification for an attack like this in our society." So this is a very early investigation, and as it stands right now, no arrests have been made, and as I get more updates regarding this whole situation, as always, I'll keep you guys updated. Now, I don't normally cover Northern Ireland, but like I've said before, I am looking to expand the street news into various places around the UK, which does include Northern Ireland, so if there's anybody watching this video that is from there, let me know some towns and cities down in the comment section below so I can add it to my list of places what I'm already looking into. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.